Hey guys, what is up? It's Quantive here and welcome to this new boss tool drop episode. Now guys, this is episode 2 and this is absolutely action packed. I do have a whole lot of progress to actually show you. I've actually been to Armadyl quite a bit, and I've also teched off a couple more of my QBD items I have been wanting to get. So guys, we're going to get into this video straight away. But first off guys, I do actually have a bit of an announcement. I do want to be inviting you guys to sort of involve yourself in this sort of series. So definitely guys, feel free to join my FC at Quantive in the game. Make sure you do that. Anytime you sort of do want to be doing a bit of bossing. Now guys, what the FC sort of will be doing is sort of going to the boss that I'll be going to currently for this actual series. So sort of for example, right now I'm going to Armadyl. So guys, if you do want to be going to Armadyl with me, feel free to join my FC. I'm not going to be going 100% of the time, so guys, just feel free to join in. If I'm there, definitely do feel free to ask, do you want to go to Armadyl, and I'll make sure I do actually reply if I'm not busy. If I am busy, I'll just tell you that. If not, definitely we can set up a team, hopefully be able to get a couple of people and go annihilate the actual Armadyl boss, which would be quite good. Be able to make a bit of money. So guys, if you're interested in doing that, join my FC at any time and make sure you do actually ask myself in game if I want to be doing a bit of PVM or anything like that. Anyway guys, that's just a little bit of update before the video starts. So guys, we'll get into our clips. Let's go. Alrighty guys, so as usual I did actually want to get my QBD done as much as I possibly could. I've only done a couple of hours of this since the previous episode, as I do find it a bit tedious, but I've been enjoying it quite a lot, as the sort of GP per hour is absolutely insane at the moment. So if you guys didn't know that already, from bonus XP weekend, all the sort of QBD items that you do actually get for loot is actually going up quite a lot. So I definitely do recommend, if you haven't already, go to QBD, just do that for a couple of hours. I've actually managed to pull in about 8 mil or so per hour with my stats. So guys, anyone with around my levels with a bit of Torva, some Drygors, that sort of thing, definitely you can pull in about 8 mil per hour. Anything with lower stats, definitely guys, it's still worth doing. You probably make up to 5 mil with the current prices of bones, hides, and all those other miscellaneous sort of drops that QBD does actually give you. So guys, I definitely do recommend going off to QBD, getting yourself some actual loot, and then hopefully holding that off until probably about the 20th or something like that, quite close to the actual double XP weekend when the price will be at their peak. Try and sell those off for as much as you possibly can, as they will actually go up a little bit more until the actual weekend is over. So it'd be quite good to see if you can actually make yourself a bit of money. That's just a bit of a tip from me. And guys, I'm probably going to be selling the lootations, sort of my bones, hides, all that sort of thing, before I actually do go away, as I'll be talking about that in a different video. So definitely guys, stay tuned for that. That'll be in the next couple of days. Anyway guys, I'll be selling that off and hopefully be able to sort of keep a tally of that. So I'll definitely make sure I do actually keep a record of how many I've actually picked up so far in the series. Anyway guys, what we'll do now is actually jump straight on to the actual items I've actually picked up from QBD. So here we go. So here we go guys, first item, we have actually managed to pick up the Royal Sight, which is really good. I've actually not got one of these before, so it's just another one ticked off for our actual sort of QBD log that we're doing. Hopefully guys will be able to pick up a different item as well, and the next one was actually a frame, and that's another item I've not actually picked up yet. These were all probably within the same hour, which is absolutely awesome. I managed to pick up all these sort of items and not do too much of the QBD this actual episode, which is awesome. Anyway guys, we're going to move straight on to our actual log now, and I'll show you exactly what items I've actually managed to pick up. Alrighty guys, so for QBD we've actually managed to get a whole load of items now. We've managed to pick up 4 of the 7 that we do need to be getting, so that's really good to see. I've actually ticked off a lot of the sort of not actually doubled up, which is actually amazing. And I've actually managed to pick up, as you can see up the top right, I've managed to pick up over 3 mil in bones and hides. Now that price actually be going up quite a lot, like I said before, with the double XP weekend, so I'll be selling that off. Hopefully I'll keep a tally of actually how many I've got, but I won't actually have all those in the actual bank to show you. Anyway guys, hopefully I'll be able to pick up a visage or 2 in the next episode. Should be really good to see. Hopefully not too many of those upgrade kits, as they're not worth very much. I'm pretty sure they're in about 50k, so it'll be not good to see if I do actually manage to get a whole lot of those before I actually finish off Queenback Dragon. Anyway guys, that's all for Queenback Dragon, and we'll move on to our next boss. So guys, as voted by you, I did actually go off to Armadyl, as that was the highest voted in the last video, which is really good to see. Lots of people did get behind their sort of favourite boss, and I actually do love Armadyl. I probably prefer this over Sarah, as I've not done Sarah Demon as much as I've done Armadyl, so I did actually really like that you guys sort of wanted me to go to this one first, which is really good. I'm actually knowing how to do this one, and I can actually rack up kills quite fast. I've actually been doing the method where I've sort of been hopping worlds between kills, so I do actually get 3 kills per overload for flask, which is pretty good. It's only a couple of minutes per kill, and I've sort of refined my technique to the point where I can sort of get kills without having to eat or anything like that. So it's pretty AFK for me. I can just sort of sit there. A couple of times I do actually sort of AFK so much that I've actually dropped all the items in my yak. It's been pretty embarrassing. I sort of got back into tune and realized that all my items from the yak is gone. Where's my yak gone? But oh well, it's not too bad. I've actually managed to do probably about 3 or 4 trips. I've got not extremely lucky, I would say. I've only picked up a couple of things that I've noteworthy, I guess you could say, which I'll show you at the end of this sort of clip. Anyway guys, it's actually really good. I definitely do recommend going to Armadyl at the moment, as sort of all the God Wars items and that sort of thing, especially the hilts and all that, have sort of risen a bit, which is really good to see with the sort of announcement of the legacy mode and all the special sort of attacks definitely coming back. So it's good to see God Wars being a bit more profitable, which is really good for this actual series. Sorry, be good to see how much money I could potentially make from the entirety of actually picking up all the items I do from God Wars. It'll be really good to see. Anyway guys, what we'll do now is I'll move on to the clips where I've actually picked up some noteworthy items from Armadyl. So guys, I've actually picked up a few things I want to be showing you. So here we go. First off, the item that I've actually managed to pick up first, as you can see from that beam of light, is actually a starved ancient effigy, which is quite good. I'm not too opposed to actually picking these up from the ground, as they're pretty amazing XP, as I do like my agility XP from these. I do get about I think it's about 46 or so K per Dragonkin lamp, not regarding sort of the other XP that I do actually get for opening all the things, which I can do all by myself now, which is absolutely awesome. I've actually managed to pick up sort of all the skills to the level, as I nearly got 90 plus. I'm actually able to do every single one by myself, so I can get all that XP for myself. Hopefully I'll be able to sort of get a couple of these along the way from my God Wars trips and that sort of thing. So guys, as you can see on the next item I did actually pick up was another starved ancient effigy. Now I was getting a bit ridiculous. I did actually think they nerfed these to the point where you can not get 2 or so in the same trip, but or the same inventory, so to speak. It's sort of like clue scrolls where you cannot pick up more than 1, but I've actually got 2 here, so I'm a bit surprised about that when I did actually get these items. So anyway, I did actually pick up another item in this same trip. So guys, as you can see right there, I did pick up the War Priest of Armadyl. Now guys, this is a thing that you'll hopefully be seeing quite a bit of, as I don't have any of this War Priest set. I don't have the one from the Battle of Lumbridge or the one from this current the previous world event with Armadyl versus Bandos. So hopefully I'll be able to pick up a couple of items, and I'll be able to sort of get those ticked off from my own personal goals. Anyway guys, I'll move on to the actual item I did manage to pick up, which is the Armadyl helmet. That was the first item, and this was all sort of in the same trip, which is absolutely awesome to see. The trips previous, I have actually not got anything really. I've only picked up a couple of shards and that sort of thing. As you can see in my inventory right there, I did pick up a shard or 2 over my sort of Armadyl trips, which is really not that great to see, as they sort of, instead of picking up any sort of item, you do get that shard that's only worth about 100k. Anyway guys, what I'll do now is actually swip over to a bit of a video of the actual loot video, sort of a loot video of all the things I did pick up from the actual Armadyl trip, which is pretty good. Nearly 7 mil, which is absolutely awesome to see from one Armadyl trip. Now guys, moving on to our Armadyl sort of log that I'll be doing now. What I'm going to be doing for this actual portion of the video, now this is boss till drop. Now guys, I'll be bossing at Armadyl until I get all 3 drops that are posted on screen right now. So I've already ticked off one, which is the Armadyl helm, and I'm leaving the last 2 up to you to actually decide. So guys, please do comment down below with the 2 items you do want to be seeing, so they're on screen right now, all your options you can actually pick. Hopefully you guys will pick the hilt for me, because that'll be a really good sort of challenge to stay there until I actually pick up the Armadyl hilt, but that's always up to you. So comment 2 items down below. Hopefully I'll be able to pick those up and show you those maybe next episode, or potentially even the one following that as well. Guys, as you can see sort of in the top right, I'll be logging all of my shards that I do actually pick up for you to see. Now even though that picture is God Sword shard 1, that'll be sort of inclusive of all 3. I didn't want to sort of put all of them up there, but anyway, that'll be inclusive for all my sort of God Wars portion of this sort of series. So you'll be seeing a whole load of shards probably up there. You'll be seeing probably into the probably nearly 100, I'd say, at the end of this, as I've actually have to be doing a whole load of hours of God Wars. But anyway guys, that is it for the sort of loot portion of this video. Anyway guys, that is it for Boss Till Drop episode 2. I do hope you enjoyed. Please do drop a like, it really does help me out. It's always good to see a healthy amount of likes on the video. Definitely guys, leave some comments down below about the Armadyl items you want me to be picking up, and any other sort of comments you do want to be saying about this sort of series. If you do have any other ideas for the next sort of boss that I want to be going to, definitely do leave any opinions down below. It's really good to see. Anyway guys, do hope you enjoyed. Please do drop some likes, comments, all that good sort of stuff down below, and until next time guys, later.